In order to test the Mini Packer main boards, I'm going to show you first all the items you'll need. This is a main Mini Packer tester. It has some switches on it. Has a power button down in the right corner. There's also a power button on the back that you'll be operating with, as well as a light bulb that lights up, which is behind this mandrel. You can see it right there barely. So other items we're going to need, you're going to need a multimeter. This gets hooked up to a power resistor where we're going to test current for the blower and the drive. Here is our Turnigy power meter that we'll use for the calibration section of the test. And you'll need an RFID sample tag, which will be placed over the RFID tag here. It will read that during one part of the test. As well as you need the AVR programming tool by Atmel. This is an AVR module, should look like this. We supply an adapter cable with a connector that we use on the board, and that's the first thing that we'll be doing according to the procedure, is making sure the program is the board is programmed with v004.elf file. That is a test specific file that we'll need to use. So in order to test your board, you're going to open this port, the RFID port. All other connectors can be in. The only other real thing you need is the power, which is right here. So all you do is you connect in the programming port to the RFID. And you can power on the machine. Okay. Then you go to your AVR Studio 4, and you're going to select down in the ELF file the P004 ELF, and I think you can see it right there. Make sure that's in there, and you'll just hit program. You can see the green down here means it is operating and programming okay. So just to move on, when that's done, you can turn the power off. Disconnect your programming cable. It's hard to do with one hand, so forgive me. Then you want everything else plugged in and ready for tests. You can move the Turnigy meter out of the way. We don't need that right now. So everything's been plugged in, everything's labeled on the board and so forth. So we're going to power on the machine. First thing you should see was TST up here, and then we'll go to 150 degrees. Note the settings for initially starting a test. All switches are to the right, except for the foot pedal heater switch, and that stays to the left. As you test each board, you want to make sure you're back to this original state when starting. And I see right here I have one that's not